Last year, I built my own world for Star Wars called the Dark Universe. This year, I thought I'd start a new universe, a more fantasy-driven one that will incorporate fantasy, sci-fi, steampunk, and anything else I can think of. This map will grow and more will be added as I expand this universe, and we will meet the residents, myths, and legends, and possibly monsters, of this strange faraway land. Welcome to Shambleshshire. My name is Aaron, and you're watching Terrain by Aaron. Traditionally, I always start with lots of plastic on the workbench. Instead, this is XPS foam board that I'm using as a base for my build. I have these jar lights which I'm going to try and put into the XPS foam and use as lights. It's probably not going to turn out correct, but I won't know till I try. I make a gap in the foam board for the on-off switch. I thread the lights through the gap, and using hot glue I'll get everything stuck into place. That's a popsicle stick that I want my samurai robot to appear floating, so that's going to be the main sort of base for everything. Now I'm going to use some broken down cork from the dining room table, just don't tell the other half. I'm going to use that as some sort of texture for the surface of the foam board and cover everything up. Once done, it looks or will look like dried ground, hopefully. Next, I'll wrap the lights around the popsicle stick, pop the base to one side and start the main build, which is this, the back half of a boat. This is where I mentioned to my viewers that we have to trust the process, and that indeed this bit of plastic will become something. And to help it along, I need some plastic card that I'll trace the shape onto and cut out. Once this is glued on, it will help strengthen everything. I also make a small base with a hole so it can slide down the popsicle stick. Bringing out a box of greeblies, I start bulking out the plastic card base to hide all my sins. Now comes the long process of gluing parts to the build. I start to bulk out the front section with tank or tractor kit parts. For panels, I'm using this, which was a body from a tank kit. I'll just cut down and harvest parts that I need and repurpose them onto my build. While I do all that, I'll throw some names on screen from awesome subscribers who leave comments and the code word, which I'll leave a little while later. Thank you to all the subscribers, and sorry if your name didn't appear on this list. Maybe next time. I've also a members page where for a few euros a month you can help support the channel in helping to buy materials for builds like this. Don't worry if you can't, just keep leaving comments. That is the best help I can get. I thought I'd show you how I go through the process of finding parts for my builds. This is another piece from a tank model kit. It has some cool panels that I carefully score with my hobby knife and break apart until I have lots of little pieces. These will all get added to the build, which you can see is coming along nicely, just adding random parts to other random parts. I keep doing this until I'm ready to start assembling it all together. First, I thread the lights into the main build, hot glue the lights into pre-drilled holes I did off screen, trying to avoid burning fingers, which I did on this build, and I have to say the expletives would have made it into a Quentin Tarantino movie. Now, like I said, I'm not sure how well this will look in the glam shots, but it's worth the pain to find out. So I entomb the lights into the build, and that is the samurai on its little popsicle stick. Pokey ear sticks are cut down. Now these stems are paper kind. Unfortunately we can't get the plastic ones anymore, so these are ideal just to bend into shapes that I need. And I shall use these as little pipes and detailing for the main build. The back of the samurai needs bulking out, so I'll use this mint tin. I'll greeble up with some plasticard. And a cheap action figure gets roped into this build as I need arms for my warrior. I'll just size things up and make some slight alterations before gluing the arms into place. Oops, something just fell off then. Don't worry, it can glue back on. Now that the arms are in place, it's on to the spinny spin. Now it's on the spinny spin wheel, I think it's time for a little backstory and how this samurai robot made its way into Shambleshire. Legend written in the great stone tablets in the whispering tongues of Knowledge Library just northeast of Shambleshire say that 1,000 years ago a great ball of light lit up the sky before disappearing behind the mountains which became known as Fire Mountains because fire burned for 2 straight weeks. No one could get near the impact site because of the intense heat, and when they finally did, all they found was burnt earth and debris with strange markings on it, curved or wavy lines written on blistered metal. The wisest of wise men of Shambleshire tried in vain to decipher these letters, but all they ever came up with was 4 letters, and they were TMUE. No one knew how or why they were receiving gifts with a strange looking square box, which to us would be a QR code, basically printed on the box. Inside these packages were mysterious tools or strange looking things that no one in Shambleshire ever knew how to use, so they put these strange gifts to one side and went about their daily lives, never giving it another thought. But if they had, well, they might have realised that these strange gifts came from the samurai robot, and it would have meant a total system failure of Shambleshire, as they would have discovered a new strange world called mail order. Luckily for the Shambleshire folk, they never were corrupted and lived their simple life. As for the samurai robot, well, that's still delivering these strange meaningless packets to doors in the dead of night. Its endless supply of packages and cheap delivery postage, may I add, will one day corrupt some world, just not Shambleshire. It's code word time. If you're leaving a comment, put this code word in your comment so I know you got here before skipping to the glamour shots. And the code word for this week is mail order. Please also like and subscribe. Thank you very much. To the build, as you can see, I've still adding parts onto the robot. Now I've the base colours down, and these parts are going to start bulking out and making it look more like a samurai, kind of. So once I've bulked everything up, then I'm going to start painting the new parts that I've added. And for this bit I'll use a paintbrush. Let that dry, then go over it, add in some chipping using a dark silver, then I'll add some transfers and maybe a little freehand writing before blasting it with the airbrush to add some weathering. So that's how I made my samurai robot using nothing but scrap plastic. I hope you consider liking and subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. I appreciate your time, and that's why this video is slightly shorter than usual, because I know we're all busy nowadays. Let me know what you think. I reply to all, and until next time, keep scratching that build, everybody. Thank you so much for watching.